Welcome to Monday's One Show. We are live on BBC One and iPlayer with Roman Kemp.
And Alex Jones.
And Edith Bowman visits a new research institute that's been launched to look into the causes, prevention and treatment of epilepsy.
Yeah, I mean, it is fantastic news. My dad is actually a sufferer of epilepsy, and I'm sure he'll be watching with keen eyes. Yeah. November is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and according to charity Epilepsy Action, 4 in 10 UK managers admit they wouldn't hire a person with the condition because of the challenges they could add to the workplace.
And it's those attitudes that have led to some people with epilepsy keeping it quiet. Edith Bowman has been to find out how a new research institute is trying to make a difference.
Growing up, I felt slightly different to my friends. Having epilepsy meant my mum and dad had to keep a really close eye on me.
I had my first seizure when I was 11 months old, and I took medication every day, and thankfully by the age of about 8 or 9 I had my last seizure.
And whilst my parents were amazingly open about it, there was a lot of ignorance surrounding epilepsy. But it seems those attitudes still exist, with people often hiding their condition over fears it will hold them back. Maxine Smeaton is from the Epilepsy Research Institute, which was recently set up to educate people and advance medical research.
It's unpredictable and it's frightening. People don't know how to react, people don't know how to respond, and so it does lead to people being excluded from opportunities or self-excluding. So that's a big issue for people.
How can that be changed?
We've got to talk about it.
According to the Institute, around 600,000 people in the UK live with epilepsy. It's looking for ways to encourage young people to speak out about their condition. And today I'm meeting a group from the Young Epilepsy charity. Jasmine is 17 and wants to be a sports journalist. And 23-year-old graduate Jill works at a software company.
What are the examples of things where you've kind of hit a brick wall in terms of people going, no, you can't?
I had to quit football when I started staying full time because they didn't really know what was wrong with me, and they just let me go.
It's almost other people's lack of knowledge or understanding of the situation. When you applied for the job, was it a case of going, okay, I'm Joe, this is who I am, I've got epilepsy?
I sat down with one of the managers there and had a 15-minute old chat just all about it. It just kind of reassured me, because I knew I could just not mention it. I've been really lucky at my current employer, MHR, in that they've been so understanding from the get-go.
Have you ever felt like you've had to hide it?
Yeah, with some jobs that I've applied to, I haven't even mentioned it because you just worry that they're going to turn you down instantly.
As I know only too well, coping with epilepsy when you're very young can be tough. 11-year-old Cash loves playing football.
Has it had any effect on your football at all with the epilepsy?
Sometimes I've had to miss matches because I had a seizure the day before or the day when it was a match.
What would you say is the hardest thing about having epilepsy?
I can't be like all my friends.
Yeah.
I'm different.
What's your dreams?
To be a football player.
Who do you want to play for?
I wouldn't mind, Manchester United would be the best.
Yes! Right answer, Cash.
As well as encouraging more conversations, the Institute is hoping to help progress the treatment of epilepsy. And that's something happening here at University College London. Professor Gabriele Lignani is developing a form of gene therapy targeting the area of the brain that causes seizures.
How hopeful are you with how successful your work will be?
We have a very clear indication preclinically that these therapies can decrease the burden of epileptic seizure of 90%, so almost completely.
So how far away are you from being able to help so many people?
We are 1-2 years far away from first clinical trials.
Is the hope that your treatment will be available and be able to treat all forms of epilepsy?
Yes, this treatment will be permanent cure for their epileptic seizures.
So much to take in from today. It's so exciting about where the research is heading, but what can you and I do? We can talk about it. Whether you're living with epilepsy, whether you know a little bit about it, or whether you know nothing about it, start a conversation.
Oh, how fantastic. She's right though, start a conversation about it, get it spoken.